to study the remains of many. The work began I shaped the knees, 4 of them, to fit inside each corner of the flat, in much the same way as the original carpenters might have done. There's really no better way to do this. It's the same way they would have done it years ago too. The flat used 40-foot lengths of timber. Since such lengths are not available today, each run of planking or strake must be patched together out of separate planks. More scarf joints are needed to accomplish this. With scarfs sawn into shape, they're fitted and clamped and fine cut for an exact fit. They are then clamped into place and spiked to the outer or chine stringer. The remaining 2 strakes on each side will be fastened to upright frames which will be attached to the chine stringer. A series of these uprights are cut and notched to the stringer, then drilled and spiked into place. The planks making up the 2nd and 3rd strakes are attached to these uprights, each seam being tarred before the next strake is built up. Again, use is made of clamps to hold scarf joints together, while tree nails are drilled and driven through the plank edges to hold the scarf in place. The 2nd and 3rd strakes are also fastened to each other. A jig is used to accurately align a long auger which drills a hole down which a metal drift pin is driven. This exact same technique was used on the original flat on which the reconstruction is modelled. The header log is a large and heavy timber used to connect the sides of the flat at each end. They complete the framework from which the basic strength of the structure is derived. The logs were fashioned from heart pine used for dock pilings in the Savannah River in the 1870s. They were salvaged for this project, the inner heart of each piling being in perfect condition due to their immersion in water for 122 years. With the header logs in place, the ends of the side planks are solidly anchored to similar heart pine timbers which form the angle or rake of the ends of the flat. Metal drift pins are again driven down through the third strake into the edges of both strakes below it. The final major phase of the work can now begin, the attachment of the planking on the rake or ramp ends of the flat. By this time, the air hammer used to drive the spikes had been abandoned in favour of the more effective traditional method. During the process of construction, much has been learned about the effectiveness of modern tools.
In actuality, the electric tool